Gentlemen, I saw this in The Athletic this morning. They have some sort of system that projects the upcoming NFL draft order. And according to that system right now, the Miami Dolphins are projected to have the third overall selection in the upcoming NFL draft. The Jets are number one. They're the only team that has not won a game yet. And the Tennessee Titans are number 2, according to this system.
Alana, there's not some kind of system like it's an algorithm-based AI. You look at the records.
Well, no.
Well, no, but there's matchup and it's not just worst record because you could have the same worst record as someone else. Problem is who's going to be making the pick.
You would have never heard his name before in your life. That would be my answer to that question.
Really?
Like, you think they're going to go get?
You don't think it could be like an established football mind?
No. Because you don't know GMs like that. Who knows the next great GM? Like we know
but like president of football operations types, Bill Belichick types. Not that I want him making draft picks because he had no success in New England, but
I think it's gonna be somebody that's, one of them assistant GMs, some regional scout, player personnel guy, the next upcoming guy.
I was talking with Tobin yesterday and at the Red, White, and Pink game. And he said this on his show, so I'm not revealing any, behind the curtain conversations. But he has this feeling like Chris Grier is not going anywhere. Like he genuinely has this feeling that Chris Grier is going to stick around and he'll be the general manager next season or this offseason, and that McDaniel is going to be. I don't think it's fair to call it a scapegoat because, understandably so, if he ends up getting canned with the record what it is, but that'll be the move from Stephen Ross. He's going to fire Mike McDaniel, and Chris Grier, he has a strong feeling will be the general manager next season for the Miami Dolphins.
Well, listen, if you're doing it based on past performance, that would happen because that's the way Stephen Ross has operated with Chris Grier.
So now Chris Grier
I have a tough time believing it.
So Chris Grier is now going to be a part of hiring the new head coach and bringing in more players. I love Tobin, but I think that's totally incorrect.
I don't think it's the craziest idea in the world because Stephen Ross operates that way. He has operated that way.
Huck, we just talked about if he wants to have one more run at this at his age, to be a part and to show that he has an established organization, he can't just keep beating his head against the wall with these same people.
But he likes Chris Grier. There's no question, right?
Yeah, I like people all the time.
Okay.
But
I'm starting there though. He likes Chris Grier.
Yes.
He's late in his tenure now as an NFL owner. He can't do this forever. And so he does have someone whom he likes and probably trusts. You build up a trust with someone over 10 years, 15 years. You just do if they're around that long. What if Chris Grier is with him in the office and he says, listen, the pieces are there. The players have not bought into Mike McDaniel. They haven't. I watch it. Hasn't happened. Remember, he's got Stephen Ross's ear. And he's there. Maybe Tom Garfinkel's there, and Tom Garfinkel likes Chris Grier. And he says, they haven't bought in. It's why Jalen wanted out. It's why Calais wanted out. It's why Teron Armstead retired and didn't do it for another season. They haven't bought in. And Stephen Ross says, if I give you the budget to go get any head coach of your dream, you think we've got the right guys? Yes, I do, Mr. Ross. Is that so outlandish? I'm not saying that I want that to happen. Yeah. I'm saying, is that scenario, that conversation with Stephen Ross and Chris Grier in an office, that outlandish to believe that could happen?
He's had what? How many? I know he hired Flores and he hired McDaniel. Who was before Flores?
It was Adam Gase, wasn't it?
Gase, I think
Gase. So he hired Gase, Flores, and McDaniel. Like, how many times do I have to have this conversation with you? Now, Gase probably fired himself. Everybody knew he was crazy. But with Flores, he's not collaborative. Okay, so you went and found Gase, you went and found Flores, you went and found McDaniel. Let me give you a fourth chance to find this guy to make all these great players you bring in good.
Again, I'm not suggesting that it's the right choice. I'm just saying, doesn't seem plausible that conversation could happen?
That would exactly what you just said. That's Gase's thing. That would be Grier's. That would be Grier's retort when he's like, "Hey, we're terrible." 100%. Hey, you see, they don't respond well. They not responding well to McDaniel. That'll be his answer. But if I'm, like you said, if it's Garfinkel in the room with him, I would have to have a side note with Ross and say, hey, Ross, he's now hired 3 head coaches that don't work out. You want to give him a 4th chance? It might be a little higher than the head coach. I know that's your buddy. Know that's your friend. You can't do it. One of my buddies tried to cut my kid's hair, tried to cut Lil Chan's hair, the sides, and it was garbage. We're still friends. He's not touching my son's head again. Love him to death.
You said everybody knew Adam Gase was crazy, other than the New York Jets, of course. And this is so damn funny. So I just Googled Adam Gase just to kind of remind myself the process of where he came from the Bears. Dolphins end up making the playoffs first year. But when you Google Adam Gase, you open up the Wikipedia page. Look at the picture right at the top of Gase's Wikipedia page. That's the picture.
Yeah.
For those of you listening on FM, and if you're not driving, just Google Adam Gase, open up Wikipedia. It's his crazy eyes. I mean, that's messed up, isn't it? I mean, that's the picture.
I mean, what else do you think of with him? It was that press conference. He was trying to be so engaged, but he overdid it. Wasn't his wheelhouse.
Hey, yo, pump your brakes on Gase slander because he still lives in South Florida.
I've heard.
Oh, yeah, no. I know he does.
Yeah,
he's a very friendly guy. He's friends with a lot of guys I know. Super friendly guy.
Nice dude. And his sons are in the baseball circuit and stuff. So I see him out every now and again.
Yeah.
Those eyes still no
a little bizarre.
And I hope he doesn't listen because y'all know what I do when I see him.
No,
boy, you got a bad deal, boy.
Think he doesn't know? You think he doesn't know he had crazy eyes during that press conference? Of course he knows.
I'll ask him next time.
Ask him.
I'm not going to. I'm a people pleaser.